All right, good afternoon, everyone. Dr. Armstrong back with you today for the weekly edition of Tuesday Tips. Today I have a very special guest with me, who is none other than my dear, loving wife, Mrs. Denelle Armstrong, here with us today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Oh, well. Doing videos together is nothing new for us. We do our own little thing from time to time, special occasions on Facebook, just to appease our friends and family and things of that nature. But today, since it is Tuesday Tips Day, we're going to focus a little bit on what makes a couple happy. You ready for that?
Yeah, you ready for that?
Well, I'm always ready. I'm the clinician here. We are in the middle of Mental Health Awareness Month. And with that being said, mental health awareness, a lot of the things that go lacking in one's personal self-care and one's relationship care is doing what makes you happy. Finding things that bring about happiness to you, finding things to do that brings about happiness. As a couple, now we're in quarantine and stay at home, this, that, and the other. So couples have had the opportunity to spend more time together. Okay, spend more time together. And maybe this may help a couple to see that, maybe you have to revisit some of the things that you used to do when you were dating, when you were, in that, as the old people say in the South, courtship phase, doing some of those things that you once do. Because oftentimes in a relationship with busy lives, with children, the relationship takes a back burner. And with that being said, I'm going to ask this lovely young lady next to me here, what do you like to do in the relationship that makes you happy? And I'm already tell y'all, I know the answer to this. That's a 3-letter word.
Eat. But I like when we watch movies. I like when we talk about family history and like how my upbringing was, how your upbringing was, the difference in how our kids were brought up. Having a girl, raising a girl is way different than raising a boy. So, we talk about that. We have our weekly shows that we watch every week. And, just hanging out. I like to shop and eat. Yeah, I do. But, quarantine at first was okay with me because I work at a busy mental health facility. But then after a while, it got to the point where I got really anxious and I needed to go out. And he was not having that. And I had to really break him down in order to let me go out. So now I have a little freedom. So,
Not much.
A little bit. I say I'm going to the bank. 2 hours later, I come back home. But. And
I already know what she's doing. It's nothing new to me. I already know.
Well, I had to make my Target runs.
The reason I am so anal with her staying home is because she has an underlying condition, type 1 diabetic. And we know that the virus that's out there, it has no respective person. I don't care how much faith you have. I don't care how much faith you don't have. I don't care how well you are. I don't care how sick you may be. Caution is the word of the day. I've lost too many people to this virus that I know personally, and I'm not trying to lose anybody in my family. There have been family members to have it. So with that being said, we just have to roll with the punches. What do you think about compromise, Mrs. Armstrong?
I don't mind compromise, but compromise only works when the other person is willing to compromise. You can't compromise on your own. You can't compromise on your own, especially when, someone is only allowing you to do so much. And it's not really a compromise. It's more of a no, and don't worry about it. I'm willing to compromise, though.
Mm-hmm. Do you think compromising is a part of a relationship for the better?
It is, depending on what it is.
Okay. What would you feel is a good compromise? Because, see, in a relationship, you have to do some type of compromising. And I'm not mean compromising your values. I do mean compromising some of the things that you would do when you were like a single person as opposed to a married person.
You give me an example of what one of your compromises would be.
Well, I do dishes. I never done dishes before. Dishes were not my thing. So I compromised there to do dishes. I do a lot of house cleaning here in the house. And, I'm a little more conservative than you. You're a little more outgoing. I'm a more laid back type guy, which is all well and good. I guess that's what makes us who we are. Being in ministry and things of that nature, having a professional appearance that I have to uphold in public, pretty much in private too, because it's like my life is under a microscope. So I make compromises to do some things that I normally would not have done in the past.
Okay. I think I've made some compromises moving here. And
you wanted to move.
Right, I did. But Greensboro was not on the map. It was Atlanta or Charlotte.
Close enough.
But, moving to Greensboro where I knew nobody.
And it's a safer city.
And it's country.
It's not country. Greensboro's not country at all.
And
that would be DoorDash, delivering food. Knocking like the police.
I'm sorry. And going to church more than I did when I lived up north. I was raised in the church. I did everything in the church, but when I got to the age where it was more of an option and not so much of mandatory, I took advantage of that option. So every Sunday, no, but twice a month, maybe, yeah. But now it's like almost before quarantine, almost every Sunday, and it was no getting out of it. I could be sick, no getting out of it. It wouldn't even matter. So it's like, I've compromised that. I have really done a lot. I feel as though I've compromised a lot. The church is the biggest one, though.
Okay, but you met some nice people through church.
I have.
You have some good friends through church.
I do.
And with that being said, I guess it all boils down to it's just doing what makes you, the couple, feel happy. Makes you happy. Happiness can come and go. You're going to have ups and downs in a relationship. All of that's going to happen. But become self-aware so that when you are having to be in a position to compromise, you'll be able to make the right compromising decisions. And that goes along with self-care. So thank you so much. It's been great.
Bye.
Give her a hand, y'all, virtually and all that good stuff. Stay safe. I will talk with you all later.